What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Crypto Wolf, and today, even though the market is dumping, it's falling, it's going all the way to the Mariana Trench. Maybe not that far, but we're about to blast off. We're taking the plane straight up, and we're gonna get a wider view. We're gonna zoom out, and we're gonna catch the view from space, looking at the Bitcoin and the Ethereum charts, maybe some other stuff. But best thing to do at a time like this is to zoom out, see what the larger environment, what the landscape's looking like. So let's get into it. Here we're looking at the Bitcoin US dollar. Now this is an index, but it's the same as, any exchange, most exchanges. And we are on the monthly. Obviously, you can see it's a short chart. Market Cipher even shorter, but we got some interesting stuff to look at. And the first thing that jumps out at me that I'll be honest, I do not like is this right here. That is not going to let me do. This right here. That right there is some bearish divergence. Price is going up. Waves are getting lower highs. And hopefully that doesn't necessarily mean anything too bad, because if you look at this, I mean, we are above the 100 line. And like I said in one of my earlier videos, these momentum waves can go above 100. Frankly, I don't even know what they could go to or where they would stop. It'd be nice if they just kept on going, but that ain't gonna happen. Maybe someday. But we're above the hundreds, so I mean, I'm not too super concerned. But if this were a smaller time frame, if this were a lower chart and we were looking and we saw these waves and we were getting lower highs, we'd be, being honest with ourselves and saying that's a little bit of bearish divergence, and I don't like it. We also got this little guy here, which is our second little run up here lately, and you could technically call that some bearish divergence, and honestly, it probably will be. Let me zoom in a little bit here, and you can catch the chart, see the DBSI, what's going on here. So 14, 17, that is a strong number to the downside right there. That is not all that good looking. As you can see here, we have 15, 18, 19. This could still turn into an 18. Maybe we get one more, but even here, we were still coming back up a little. We were already on our way back up. So it's not the end of the world there. We didn't go back far enough to see what happened over here, but yeah, I mean, you see it, it's getting lower. Now, the VWAP, it's definitely not bottoming out yet. And even when it does bottom, we could still have some more pain coming up before we finally break through and cross over the zero line. As you can see last time when we crossed over the zero, it really didn't mean too much, but that is the monthly chart. Now, we take it down to the weekly. See what's happening on the weekly. We'll zoom in a little bit. Now we done left the moon. We're out at the International Space Station. Starting to see some features, a little bit of detail. And I can see there's definitely some good things and some bad things going on here. First off, stating the obvious, money flow is coming down. That's not a good sign. As you can see here, money flow coming down. Market went down. Comparatively speaking, we really haven't gone that far yet. I mean, it seems like it's been heavy. It seems like it's been a big dump. I mean, we just from up here, 45%, 45% sucks. You look at your little portfolio, at your wallets, and you don't look at it again for a while, let's say. But we do have something a little positive here. It's maybe not in the immediate future, but something to to hang your hope on a little bit here are those two guys right there. And what's that, you may ask? That is spread RSIs. Now, you should know by now if you've been watching me, because I keep talking about it and I keep trying to tell you people, trying not to swear, that when these RSIs get split, it is a sign of weakness. This guy right here is like the skinny kid on the playground, and it's going down. He's talking all kind of shit, and the bullies are looking at him, and they're like, man, we ain't about to let this slide. Like, you ain't about to be doing this forever. And just like this chart right here, it may be coming down, but it's not super strong. I mean, yeah, it's coming down, and when you're looking here on these smaller time frames and you're getting these big old red candles and it's just boom, capitulation, hits a support level, boom, but just breaks right through it after a minute. So even though it seems bad up there, you look over here, look, hey, we got a perfect example right next door. This guy, again, 45. What do we have back here? 51. But we're not even matching that one yet. And obviously we survived, we lived, life went on. It wasn't the worst. Everybody was bullish again when we got over here. And just like that, at some point in the near future here, everybody's going to be bullish again. Everybody's going to be talking about 100K. You know, right now you hear everybody talking that, are we in the bear market yet? It's the bear market. Oh, for sure. No, the bull run is over, this and that. Honestly, frankly, it just doesn't matter. I mean, you like to know it, but the reality is you're probably not going to know it until it's, we're way down here or we're way down here. You might come down and think, oh, okay, we're curving back. We're going to come back up. No. So it is what it is. Best to just roll with it. And that's the best part of being a trader as opposed to just hodling or just an investor, is you can make money whether it's going up or whether it's going down. And to be perfectly honest with you, generally speaking, you can make more faster while it's going down. But, I get it. Everybody, it's no matter how much you try to take emotion out of trading and out of crypto, most of the people who are in it, especially who've been in it for a while, who are in it for more than just the immediate profits, they're generally because they like the technology, they like the crypto space, they believe in decentralization and getting away from central banks and all these lovely people and institutions, even though it seems like they're following us right into crypto, and we'll see how that works out. But that's kind of the view there. The VWAP, still, it was coming up, it curved back down, not terribly, but it's just hanging out below zero. We got more time below zero. It's not gonna just immediately shoot back up in one more candle. By the end of this, what do we got here? There's only 18 hours left in this week, then we get a new candle, so we'll see what happens there. But again, money flow coming down, VWAP just stagnating at the moment. Momentum still very much pointed down. Again, weekly candle, it can change. We'd like to see it start tapering a little bit more here. And, again, RSI, same thing, coming down. We just crossed over here on this, with the EMAs, which is basically just the ribbon. So we just crossed. This one's turning gray. It's not going to tell you how long it's going to last, but we're definitely we're in the woods right now with the bears. Now, if we slide over here, take a look at Ethereum, see what's going on with the ETH. Clean this up a little bit here. Or not. Yeah, definitely not. All right. So let's zoom back out. Let's go take our little puddle jumping rocket ship back to the moon. Not much to look at here, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't look bad. I mean, it really doesn't. You know, if you were looking at this and paying no attention to what's been going on for the last few days, you'd be like, oh, okay, what? Oh, we got one red candle. Wow. Why is everybody freaking out again? You know, looking at this again, we're just now getting a money flow reading here on the monthly. Let's see, maybe we get a better one. Nope. I think I got one more down here. Let's see what this is doing. Nope. Come back to here. So money flows up, got no direction. Although, I mean, this high up, it could be the peak, or who the hell knows? Because we literally have what, one or two candles of money flow. RSI, you know, coming down, but overall, it's still kind of in an upward trajectory. Now, momentum is definitely coming down. VWAP's definitely coming down. I think, you know, if Bitcoin is going to be trending downward here for a little bit, it's probably safe to say Ethereum's going to follow suit a little bit. On that note, what do we got here? Bitcoin dominance over on the monthly. It's still been coming down. I mean, shoot, technically, you could kind of say this has been like an alt season, the way Bitcoin dominance down to 41, which it's kind of been hanging in the, you know, the 40s for a while now. I'm not even sure how to interpret the money flow on the Bitcoin dominance, to be honest with you, but RSIs are down, 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 bottoming out. Now, it looks like we crossed up on the VWAP and we haven't crossed back down yet, but it's basically going sideways. That's interesting. Not entirely sure what to make of that. Hold on, let's flip over to a weekly, see what we got. Okay. So, a little bit of bullish divergence on the Bitcoin dominance. So, we may be able to expect to see, you know, Bitcoin kind of take the lead again. And that doesn't necessarily mean that the price is going to go up. It could be that Bitcoin takes the lead and drags everything else down with it. That's, you know, a possibility, probably even a likelihood. VWAP coming up again. Yeah, I mean, I'd say, you know, everybody's going to be playing follow the leader here for a little bit, and it's probably a safe bet. While we're looking at some of these other charts, in case you've never seen them before, this is a, a really weird one to look at on the weekly, but let's come over here to the daily. There we go. This is the Bitcoin Historical Volatility Index. Basically, it's just a chart of how volatile Bitcoin is at the moment. Volatility has been running upward in a big spike, and we've been seeing obviously the price running downward in a fairly big spike. So that basically just says, okay, you know, that there's a lot of movement in the price. It's not very stable, and it's hit or miss with this one. You know, you get a lot of volatility. It could mean big moves, and it oftentimes kind of trends toward the downside with that one. Because, you know, once things start going down, you start getting cascading stop losses, liquidations, and that's going to drive that up. But this is pretty much kind of meaningless at the moment. If this does start coming down, that means price is stabilizing. We're getting a little bit of sideways action, or it's at least calmer. Again, not terribly useful. I really don't look at it very often. Liquidity, it's kind of interesting. So liquidity is bottoming out. I mean, this damn near a 1-for-1 of the Bitcoin chart here. Over here, we got the CME futures, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. So this is the futures that are actually traded, by traditional stock market traders. Interesting seeing the yellow X there, but also got to keep in mind this doesn't get traded on the weekends for the most part. I mean, it picks back up, Sunday evening. But I would expect to maybe see this going up. Money flow's kind of coming down. RSI is riding the bottom. Looks like we already broke through on the VWAP. Red dot. If this comes down and we get lower, obviously it's going down. If we can get another green dot here and this starts, flipping back and forth, we could probably see a little bit of a rally, even if it's only something like that. It'd be nice to see maybe, a little bit of sideways action for a sec, or even just, nice rounded reversal. I mean, that's the best case scenario. But again, back to ETH, daily zoomed in a little bit more. Money flows coming down, not looking great. 2-day, just getting into the red, although it seems a little choppy right here. You can tell where it's flipping back and forth. Basically just means not a lot of money. RSI is pulled back together, coming down. Notice it's still red. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one right there. What do we got here? It's starting to split a little bit, but again, money flow is not even in the red yet on this guy. 5-day. I mean, nice, beautiful curvature, but it's not the part of that curvature that you want to be at. I mean, we could very likely continue down. I mean, RSIs are still all the way up here. We're still floating around the 50 line. Momentum's got room to stretch. VWAP has been below zero this entire time. And it's even angled down a little bit right now. So that could just keep on continuing. And that would suck. But, get them shorts in. Start shorting. Let's see what's Cardano doing here. Cardano, big time split in the RSIs. Let's keep zooming out. Still split. VWAP coming back up, but it's choppy. It's probably doesn't even mean much. Come out here to the monthly. Momentum down, RSI down, VWAP pointing down. Looking a little ugly. Check out Solana. I think it is Solana. Got to zoom out a little bit here. Again, money flow, RSI, VWAP is basically identical. Let's try polka dots. That is a hot mess. What do we got here? Basically the same thing. Been a little choppier for a little bit longer. Money flow coming down. You could basically see where that was probably doing one of these deals here. I think I only got the one RSI even showing on this chart so far. Yeah, the other one didn't come into here. Not quite as spread, which is actually worse because that means it would probably go down harder. Let's take a look at VeChain. Again, basically the same, already showing into the red on the money flow a little bit. Oh, spreading a little bit there. Yeah, the money flow, man, when you come up on the weekly, it actually doesn't look as bad. I mean, it's still in the downward side. Yeah, VWAP not great. Momentum angled back down some more. Pretty obvious from the candles. Unlike Bitcoin, we never overtook the previous all-time high. My boy Phantom. Oh, look at my boy Phantom holding strong. What do you got going on? Let's take a closer look at you. This is the happy chart. Look at this. Oh, angled back up on the money flow. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing. Although VWAP, oh, we're damn near right back at the zero. It's angled down. Yeah, it's running out of juice. And get rid of some of that stuff here. Running out of juice. Come down to the 5-day. We started getting the red candle. Obviously got some divergence here. RSI's rolling over. Yeah, it's not showing too much. I'd say this is probably going to pick up with everything else. Keep coming down, but it's been hanging tough. It's been hanging tough for sure. Look at this, we're doing a little bit better, but one of the things you got to watch here is this last little pump. Where are we at? Didn't overtake it. That's still downward. So we got lower highs. It'd be nice to see it keep going in this channel, but if everything else keeps dumping or going sideways, even sideways generally down, I imagine this is gonna follow suit. But nice to see it hanging tough. Nice to see it still up there in the mesosphere, hanging out in the atmosphere. Didn't drop back to Earth like a meteor just yet, like this one. Cartesi, what are you doing? Yep, broke that blue line there. Looks like, got some resistance right about where we're at, but we got the same thing as everything else. RSIs are a little bit lower. SHIB. What's going on with the SHIB? Yeah, that's a me line right there. Got to zoom out a little bit. Can't see SHIB from space. What you doing? Momentum still carrying downward. Ever since that pump, we had like just a 2-segment pump, and it's coming back down. It's trying to find probably what its fair value price is, which I imagine it may be in this range. I mean, we're down below it, but if we pull back up, so far this is the most likely range right there. So if you're buying Shiba Inu or trading it, maybe keep an eye. What we got here? 2,400 to 3,100. Because if it's not that, odds are it's coming right back down here. It's gonna make a lot of people upset, but that's what you get for buying a meme coin. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you want to play with these doggies, one day you're gonna get bit. Same thing. Same damn thing. Doji. Just dumping. Yeah. And that's one of the, what do they call that? So like it'd be like a momentum stock when you got GameStop or something like that. You get these meme coins, these meme stocks, and they will have massive pumps, but it's not built on any kind of fundamentals or enough people that are really in it for any kind of long haul or anything like that. So, it's gonna dump. Some people hang in there, it'll come back up, starts coming down again. They're like, oh, we're not even getting close to coming back up to that high, so they start dumping. And honestly, who wants to be holding the bag on this one when it's got probably a ways to go? Adam. Yeah. My boy Adam kind of pulling what Phantom was looking at, except looks like we did retouch all-time high, but that means we got some resistance up there. It'd be nice to catch a higher low and keep retesting until we break out. Get some Cosmos, get some down here. Again, not looking great. Got some bearish divergence. VWAP just crossing back over, but again, everything's dumping. The whole market's been dumping. When that happens, generally damn near everything's going to be dumping with it. It's like the whole group heads off to the bathroom at the same time. We got Luna. Again, not looking terrible, but we definitely broke out of that. Oh, squeezed our way out of that one. Again, this one did too, so not meaning a whole lot just yet, but money flow's coming down. It's pretty much a safe bet that, just the money is flowing out of crypto in general. Matter of fact, here, total crypto market cap looking basically the same as Bitcoin. Money flows on the down, RSI is down, VWAP still down, momentum still down. So it's safe to say the view from space is ugly. I mean, things are generally pretty from space. You're looking at the Earth from up there. It's this nice blue marble. But then you zoom down and you start seeing the crypto charts, and it's not looking too hot. Is it the bear market? Could be. I think it's too early to say for sure. I mean, we're definitely going to have to beat, these lows right here. Coming over on the Bitcoin. Don't mind the spider webs. Again, we're going to have to overtake these lows before you can really even consider saying that this is a bear market, because you need lower lows. And we're not there yet. We're just not. So it sucks. It's dumping. It's a whole bunch of red candles. But if you're coming at it from the mindset of not caring whether it goes up or down, just, trading what it is, trade what it's doing, then it doesn't necessarily matter too much. Although I bet most people out there are all hodling something. You got your basket squirreled away. But if you're doing that, you're putting that away for long term. And you definitely want to leave it at long term. I mean, if you're really feeling like things are just gonna keep going down, this is the bear market. We're going down 80, 85, 90%. I mean, then you got a decision to make, but dumping everything at the bottom of a dump is not probably the best bet, because no matter how much things count, it's oscillating. It keeps going back and forth. If you feel like you really want to sell it, like you really think it's going to keep going down further, I mean, at least wait for some green candles. I guarantee you start selling everything now, you're going to regret it, whether now or later. But, yep, that's what it's looking like. I think we're about to gas up the spaceship, head back down to Earth, and see what's going on at the moment. Looks like coming into a little squeeze here, so we'll see what happens. But have a wonderful day. Stay out of trouble. Be cool to everybody. Live your best life, because it don't last forever. And don't go tripping on shit when you're walking outside. Life advice. Follow it or don't. See what happens. Peace.